Not gonna lie, I am really excited for the upcoming Donkey Kong Bananza on the Nintendo Switch 2. I know most people were expecting a new 3D Mario game to be the final reveal during the Nintendo Direct, but in a way, this new 3D Donkey Kong game is pretty much that. For that reason, I will be expecting great things from this game. Hey, I'm Nico, and here's what I want from Donkey Kong Bananza. The Donkey Kong franchise has always featured all sorts of fun and diverse worlds to explore: jungles, temples, ice caves, volcanoes, castles, deserts, oceans, you name it! And well, with this new entry, I expect nothing less. From what was shown so far, we can see that this game already seems to feature different environments. Ingot Isle is the first thing we see, and it looks like it's a place where mining for gold is all that matters. It's very dark and full of tunnels, and it doesn't look like a friendly place, to be honest. On the other hand, the lagoon layer feels so colorful, bright and shiny that it's almost hard to believe this one is hidden deep underground. I have a feeling that all of these layers will have a clear defined theme that they have to follow. So I'm hoping for a layer full of snow and ice, and another one full of water, leading to some underwater exploration. And well, hopefully, there's gonna be a classic jungle one. When Donkey Kong was first shown in the trailer, we got a look at him wearing some overalls. In fact, he wears them for pretty much the entire intro stage up until things go bad and the world kinda crashes on itself. Anyways, after that, he's back to the good old naked DK we're used to. But hear me out, what if we could have different costumes that unlock special abilities? That'd be kinda cool. Super Mario Odyssey had tons of different costumes for my boy Mario, and I love changing them every so often just to freshen up the game a bit. This is one thing I'd like to see in Bananza for sure. And well, according to a bit of gameplay from the Nintendo Treehouse livestream, it seems that we're gonna be able to customize our outfits by trading in some fossils at style shops. I'd love for these costumes to give special little perks too, like for example, the mineshaft costume gives a little helmet to DK to help him see in dark caves, which could potentially be helpful. What if a diver costume was in the game and it would give DK the ability to breathe underwater? Or how about a big winter coat that would prevent him from taking freezing damage in cold areas? I think the possibilities are endless. Donkey Kong 64 was one of my favorite games of all time as a child, and well, it was probably because it seemed endless to me. There were so many things to find in this game: bananas, golden bananas, crowns, fairies, blueprints, medals, keys, coins. It was almost too much in a way, but you know what? I love me some collectibles, so I want Donkey Kong Bananza to have a crap ton of them. From the gameplay that was shown so far, there seems to be a couple of collectibles to find, including the bananas, some coins, some gems, gold, and the fossils. In one part of the gameplay, we see a counter saying that the player found 2 ammonite fossils out of 61. Okay, now we're talking. Hopefully, all of the collectibles are worth finding, and well, I hope there's gonna be quite a lot. Maybe not DK64 a lot, but just normal people a lot. You get me? Ever since their introductions in Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo, animal buddies have been a recurrent theme in the franchise. Rambi the Rhino, Angard the Swordfish, Winky the Frog, Espresso the Ostrich, and Squawks the Parrot, to name only a few. These guys are always there to help out DK and his friends, and I want them to be back in Bananza, and I want them to be very helpful too. Considering this game seems to be all about destroying the world, building tunnels and whatnot, well, I would love to be able to do just that by running all over the place on my boy Rambi. Or how about some platforming section involving scary jumps where you have to glide with Espresso the Ostrich? That'd be pretty cool. Or how about using En Garde to navigate underwater levels quick? Those are all ideas I'd love to see implemented in Donkey Kong Bananza, and I hope to see my animal buddies again. Thankfully, in this gameplay here, when DK meets Cranky Kong, well, the old geezer mentions Rambi. So you know what? I have a good feeling he's gonna be in this game. Okay, I know it's way too early for me to ask for that, but I want this game to be full of post-game content. For example, in Super Mario Odyssey, you can collect a bunch of Power Moons throughout your quest, but as soon as you defeat Bowser and clear the game, you gain access to the Moon Rocks, which actually pretty much double, maybe even triple the amount of Power Moons you can collect. And you know what? I need that for DK Bananza. I want to be able to play through the main quest at my own pace without being forced to stop all the time to find hidden bananas. But once I defeat the final boss, then I want to go cuckoo bananas, and I want to have a lot more to find. I tend to 100% complete these platformer types of games because of how fun they are. So I want DK Bananza to give me what I deserve. 1,000 golden bananas, that's my request. I will not settle for less. It seems that Donkey Kong Bananza will be a single-player adventure game, and I mean, I'm good with that. What I would like to see, however, is a sort of online competitive mode in a way. Super Mario Odyssey has a mode where people can hide balloons in the world and other players have a limited amount of time to pop them. This is a very simple idea, but highly effective and very addictive too. Well, I mean, as long as people don't use glitches to hide their balloons, you guys are ruining it. But whatever, the point is, with all of the destructible environments the game contains, I have a feeling that a hide-and-seek mode would work great. I want a leaderboard of some sort and a competitive aspect to the game because it worked so well with Super Mario Odyssey. We cannot leave that out of this DK game, okay? Please? Donkey Kong 64 started with one of the most iconic rap ever, the DK rap. And well, it's been 26 years since the first rap, so it is time for a sequel. Give me another iconic track and release it on that stupid Nintendo Music app so I can listen to it in my car. So yeah, that is pretty much all I want from Donkey Kong Bananza. But what about you guys? Do you want something else? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe for epic Switch 2 content to come, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!